Hello, 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 and welcome on in. We are back tonight in Ace Attorney, now starting Ace Attorney 2 for the first time, and we will, we're just going to start doing that. We'll kind of be going on and off between this and Xenoblade and any other games that kind of pop up or meant to kind of break it up a little bit. Ace Attorney can be fairly long, but for tonight and tomorrow night we'll be playing this. We'll see how far we get in that. And then, like I said, next week we'll probably mix this in with a little bit more Xenoblade X when I feel like it. Maybe some Monster Hunter. I'll just kind of rotate through some nights. But this is the next big game that we're going to play to completion. Xenoblade X, realistically speaking, based on my playthrough times of the other Xenoblade games, is realistically over a 100-hour game, and that'd be a lot to stream all the way through. I like a little variety as I'm playing through games, and so that's what we're gonna do. So with that all being said, I hope you're doing well, or as well as you can. Remember to drink some water, eat some food, get some sleep when you can. Take your medicine, and take care of yourself the best that you can in the current situation. Because that's what's most important, and it's all that we can truly ask for. So without further ado, let us start Ace Attorney 2 Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh. What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Why would you make this your ringtone, my dude? What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Ouch. My head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Good morning? What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. Oh. We got amnesia? What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life? In my hands? You promised me. You said you'd prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. Can I open the court record? Oh, yeah, there you go. Found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Nearsighted? Okay, that's good to know. The victim and a policeman. It seems he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Come on, dude. You're 30 and she's 22? Come on, man. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Trial will begin shortly. Will defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. Well, I do have the badge. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please, tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 2. Oh, it's this guy again.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Is it Mr. Wright?
Are you talking to me?
Do you see any other defense attorneys here?
I guess not.
Now then, are you ready?
I guess I should say yes for now.
Are you ready, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. Her life is in my hands. I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of...
Court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. Hope you're not telling me you forgot.
Actually, I have.
Mr. Bray, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. What does that mean? In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Bain, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
You look very well, detective.
Well, sir, the defendant. He works under me, so, you know.
You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince.
Was he Dustin Prince at the time?
He was pushed down from the benches on the upper bath, sir.
Oh, well, the bruises don't make sense then. On the autopsy report, the bruises don't make sense, because if he broke his neck and died instantly, there would be no bruising.
The landing beat his body up and bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct?
Why do I not remember getting a copy? Well, you have one. It's right here.
See, everything is in order here. The estimated time of death is unusually well documented.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's right at... It's a very specific time.
The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence.
Yep, one crime photo.
Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I guess.
Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? It's a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body.
Was there? I can't do anything. What's that? But you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How could you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved in the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. Hello. It's all here. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can check the photo. I can't check anything else. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. We shall see who our companions shall be in this game.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later.
Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again, the R button?
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body?
Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right.
The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held onto them as well.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. Don't say spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more.
As this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses found under the body, sir.
Oh no. I see his finger.
During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it. It was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
Is that how you hold on. That's not how you yep. That's not how you spell Maggie. Winston Payne, the prosecutor of this case. Our good old friend, Dick Gumshoe. Yep.
With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Well, that was easy. I mean, it's an intro case.
Well, this is... Yes, I can see your name. It's clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Right, you may cross-examine the witness.
cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? On the internet? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
All right, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Talking about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Will I be too early?
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. Where you state the victim was pushed from the bench area. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Unlike saying it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
Are you absolutely certain?
Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie.
He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that you mentioned it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting contradictions feels like. I'm gonna check the court record again.
Hard not to say she's the culprit.
I actually present, yeah. Gosh darn it. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What is it?
What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, fingers outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe.
You talking to me, pal?
Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name, if you please. Where's this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir.
As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh. How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. Well, alright, look, you know, some people, it's possible, Phoenix, unfortunately, in the world that we live in. No!
This is very true, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. I mean, Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, she came to me to ask what she should get for him.
Oh, and what's the present?
Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Okay. Half a year. Talking about marriage. The incident just happened to be the victim's birthday. Something she had bought over 2 months. You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because I'm her boss and I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
But even when she was going to give us a present, wasn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, Belle, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. But if this witness has a crush on the defendant, it should not be the point of discussion at this time.
Oh, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, Belle. You're guilty. Guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here.
It's something she had bought over 2 months ago.
What did she buy? Over 2 months ago?
Yep, she's a very considerate woman, Belle.
So, what was this birthday present?
You got him a glove.
A glove?
A single glove? Why would you only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove, Was there a record here? Interesting. Very interesting. I'm trying to think if there's anything about these pictures. Hold on a second. Ah, well, I guess it depends on when they found the body. That's fair. So it says 6:28. It was actually closer to 7 o'clock when they found the body. I guess that makes sense. The timeline of events checks out. Potentially. Could be something, though. Alright. Let's press further a little bit on this one. Just now, I believe you said the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
No, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
You ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made?
Yep, that's what I said.
So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
You guys would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case?
Is it relevant, or is it not? I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say yes, it is relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Alright, we didn't need to go that far, bud. We don't have our memories. Let's calm down. Let's not overpromise here. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Right I know. So happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Impressing people. Feels like I've done this before. That's why I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. You are that convinced, and let's hear some more about the matter.
Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why did you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court.
Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case.
Oh? That's interesting. That looks like bananas. That does not look like an effective baseball glove.
Anyway, this is it, sir.
It's rather yellow, isn't it?
A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Wearing it. Oh, hold on a second. Can I flip this in my head? How? That glove is like that. That's right. Oh. I don't know if this is where it's going, but to me that looks like that is a glove that you would wear on your right hand. He scrawled the name with his right hand. Problem, you wear your glove on your non-dominant hand because you would use your dominant hand for throwing the baseball. Big brain time.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why
you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that's true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if that's the direction they go.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Yeah? With his right hand?
Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Looked into the handwriting. Couldn't confirm that was the victim's handwriting. And from this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Well, doesn't seem likely.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
That's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what's special about this glove?
What special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it.
Yes, it's really yellow, but it's only one of its qualities.
Oh,
There's another reason why it's special.
And what would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
left-handed? What?
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean left. I mean right. Correct. The glove was made to be worn on the right hand.
And that's why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
No.
I mean, that's like anecdotal evidence. Just because you haven't seen one doesn't mean they don't exist. And so, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture it was his. Wait a sec.
Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Oh! I mean, I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Well, okay, it's not entirely true either. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. But you combine it with the fact that it's misspelled, and it becomes clear, right? He used his non-dominant hand, and he misspelled his girlfriend's name.
Order, order. You think about it that way, then yes. Not possible that this name was written by the victim himself.
That means Magius.
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne,
Yes, Your Honor.
the evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Ooh, feel like I can breathe again.
Seems that we have reached a conclusion. A fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. There's got to be a catch, right? The whole point of these games is that you can't just prove the person innocent. You have to find who actually did it. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
I will now announce the verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Baird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? You would like to call our next witness to the stand. What?
What did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? He's burying the lead here.
Order in the court. The recess is in order. Afterward, we'll hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. Can't let my guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued.
Sure. Okay, I do not get fresh batches. So we'll start with the very first one. Ah, there you go. The numbers are, that's cool. September 8th, 11:43 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. A kick? Well, it's highlighted in red. That's probably important. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix, right? What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember? It's bad, because, like, technically speaking, he in essence has, like, complete amnesia. Doesn't have, like, short-term memory loss or, like, long-term, but it still has, like, the most recent stuff. Like, this dude don't remember a thing. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay, there are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yup. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when you talked about it at the detention center, sir. Huh? I Hurry up and then tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh my gosh, the Blue Badger shirt. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Ah. You just heard it. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So, where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? Yeah, probably. I don't really know, but my eyes lit up. Ah! You were here all along? You're so mean. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And then I went to check in the courtroom. Everyone had already left. Oh, we aren't gonna know who she is. Now who in the heck is this? We aren't gonna know who Maya is. Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. Like, is this a list? About 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers, members of a con artists group? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? I can't check it. Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Well, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. Guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah.
September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
Is it Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on.
There's no need to give a preface, just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. It's the guy that gave us amnesia. Please state your name for the court, witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me that, but you have just settled with me that everything in life is to be of utmost highest top-grade quality. I'm really looking for the perfect and unbeatable university. Your selection process is a walk. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? I have to question him? Alas. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rate, only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. Yeah?
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. Thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Oh, man. I forgive you. All right, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, a drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. So, calling you a drifter was a completely accurate statement. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word if you must, and by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park. So you said it again, taking a walk, you know, you.
What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington.
What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Oh my gosh, that face. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant here. Oh, there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That'd be the glove.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying.
But now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. Well, we know banana doesn't make any sense. Deep in thought about my life situation. Don't remember the time all well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. How do you know? How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. This arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Press harder. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tisk, tisk, I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There's this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. If you ask me, this whole concept of breaking time apart is total utter nonsense. A real person which doesn't live by nor is chained by. A watch ridiculous notion, really without constraints. That's how it should be. Yet again, another flood of meaningless words. But what a first-class waste of time. In any case, all of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Charming young lady. You know, it was not actually a banana. The banana. Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you. I understand now. He thinks it's bananas because he couldn't see, because his glasses were crushed. It's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's got to be lying about the bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. That's right. He's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. Is everything okay, Nick? Have the glove. Objection! There were no bananas. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But, Mr. Wellington, do you think these are bananas? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? Well, what? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Yeah, this glove is no Savannah bananas. What? You... Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No. No, it's not.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people, yes. You know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept... possibilities for the man is beautiful far for doubt. And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. Did he say we're like the ones that don't believe in Galileo? They're both 2200? Oh! I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? That is so bad. That is so bad.
Are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
That's because I lost them recently, you see? Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It's very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness. Be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. He died at 6:28, though. There must be a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So by 6:55? Doesn't quite jibe with it.
The person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer.
We question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
Called the police station to report the crime. When I made the call. Oh, he didn't have his eyes, so how could he tell the time? How do you know what time it was? The detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
Hey, pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college.
I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why, you're just some lousy kid who...
I think the court can see your point anyway. How did the police respond? Within 10 minutes. Not just that would be 55. The picture was taken at 7. I mean, that's realistic. I'm going to... It might not be this one, it might be on the other one, but... Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
In the victim's autopsy report.
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Mr. Wellington,
Yes?
explain yourself. What were you doing those 15 minutes?
Maybe writing a name of a person? Answer the question. Telephone, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions. As if you're trying to open up all the layers of the Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable, you lose your glasses and your cell phone. Must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What are you saying? That first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever had that rationale? Plain of people? Ugh. No. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. Question further. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. I thought that just maybe that was his.
Well, then I think we've cleared this issue up. Time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he lost it. Or the delay in his call was caused by a search for a phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Any further questions, Mr. Wright?
There's something. Your Honor, the witness testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. And you do have some sort of proof, don't you? Of course. Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone.
It's this one, right? Yeah, because there's a phone booth right there. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
Crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it? Well, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No!
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Order.
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That's the reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. There was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Was he...
Right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any thoughts you'd like to share with the court? Do you have an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
Well, probably writing the name and maybe looking for his glasses. There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
I don't think it's the cell phone. I mean, it could be writing the name. You had to write the name. Although that shouldn't take 15 minutes. Well, that you can't really see. I have two thoughts. I think this is part of it, but the name is also part of it as well. I'm gonna go with this. It is not.
Perhaps.
Perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence. Okay, so it must be the glasses. Alright. Yeah. I wasn't sure which way it wanted me to go with that. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... Ugh. I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Martin. The glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
Order.
Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Right, are you indicating that the witness is the real murderer?
Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah? This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why? That's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie?
That's a good point. Witness didn't even know Miss Bird before this trial.
Oh, I forgot. Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie.
Will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Is there some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. And that was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order.
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
Your point is...
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person would usually not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That's absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor.
Can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive.
It's this one.
Take that!
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? The list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we've determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. The list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers being to people who are members of a certain con artists group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. Well, you're one of those people, just like all the cops. Okay? I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be as refined a man as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Right, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't it obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. And that's why you had to kill. No, this is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, you care to explain?
I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
The exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please. Please, let's think about the content on that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up so I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was beat Miss Bird and get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What's the defense think about this?
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. And maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. I mean, that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him. Got there.
Mr. Wright, was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
Probably him. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh.
The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman? He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone.
He went into a panic, is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform.
Payne, you have any comments?
I'm thinking...
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are.
Oh, impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education.
What's that supposed to mean?
The evidence. Evidence.
That guy's really freaking out.
All you've been waiting around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence?
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. The phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton.
What?
It feels good to see you squirm.
We seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Which phone is it? Not knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let them turn the tables on me like this. The cell phone. There has to be something I overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe.
The phone stored numbers, maybe? I mean, if it's Dustin Prince and it's all about the prince, maybe?
Don't know.
Maybe it is?
This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor.
No, it's the other one. It's his prince.
I don't believe this is what you're talking about.
What are you trying to determine as who that phone belongs to? Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself.
This is quite right. We're gonna have to reject the defense's proposal.
Okay, cell phone.
Yeah, it's fingerprints. Dustin Prince, fingerprints.
Got it. Should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
Did we dust for them?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? We got that from Maggie. You wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so I wiped it. I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
He's made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
You've got to be joking. You erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington.
What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Huh?
Now I remember. Looks like they hung up.
Ah, good. I finally found it.
So that's when.
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that?
Right. You cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who I am?
Court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, and so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go that?
I gotta raise an objection.
Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination is already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
Will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor.
Very well. This is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
Sorry, I need to get some more water. I only get one shot at this.
You cannot prove everything. It's over for your client and for you. You fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
You paying attention, Mr. Payne? Said that Mr. Wright could only present one more piece of evidence.
Oh,
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
it all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Oh, shoot. I can't save.
Could have saved right before this.
I can't save. We have a phone. We have this. We have the glasses. Could it be that? Did he steal my cell phone? Well, this is the last, and this is the piece of evidence we haven't really used yet. This is a long shot.
But, thank you. Oh, nice. Here, please have one of mine.
Oh, I got the judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it.
Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. The card's important because of what's on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, and that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court's still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so.
The defendant preparing something, Mr. Wright. Or is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
I'm going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. All the idiotic, stupid things to do. Just jamming out a little bit. What? Why is my phone? What's this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. Could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your? No. No. I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. My dude? Bud?
So that's what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide this involvement with the con artists group, he's become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 8th, 2:16 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Hey, I know your boyfriend's dead, but man, do I know the man for you. Sounds like you're the perfect match for good old Larry Butts. My life's really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Oh, that's right. We were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Huh? Oh, I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for coming one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Baby steps, you know? Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. He's also been a good ally during others. The judge? He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. And this person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered? This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? Keep staring at me, don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah. I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. all the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Yeah, because she had gone off to do her spirit medium training. And that story began one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Reunion and turnabout. Yeah, we'll save our progress. Nice. We'll get started on this. Yeah, let's get started on this one. A little bit. Probably not gonna get very far into it because it's already 11 o'clock at night, but... Oh, sorry. My bad. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh? Oh? That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Ini? I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Oh, did you like channel another spirit? Can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. June 16th, 3:34 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with the day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. Nerve calling yourself a weather girl. Who's going to hear about my $1,500 lawsuit? Or $1,500 suit, sorry. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives? Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet now, listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. Oh. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. Game so far is pretty good. We just did the first, completed the first case with our friend Richard Wellington. And that was good. A little more involved than the tutorial case for the first game, but it was a good refresher. And so now we're on the second case. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. I mean, that will happen when 14 people die in it, regardless of whose fault it was. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Under her? Well, yeah, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me so, I'm not quite sure. Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? I've already set up an appointment. What? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh yeah, no. I appreciate the not spoiling. Awful. I really enjoyed the first game, which I played a little while ago for the first time. Oh? Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. The women of the Fey clan have always been spirit mediums. Oh, good. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. And that's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not continuing training, this will be her first time channeling, not counting, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that's why I searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m., Crane Village. So, this is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Hello? Why, hello there. What an odd little girl. Donut walled by a child. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya? How are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It's only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad your training is going well for you. Let's talk about this stuff first. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. And that's probably true since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women on this village are mediums. So, what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Interesting. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about the girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Fey. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? It's the hair gel. I get it. Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly's my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Crane Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. That is how cousins work. It looks like you're finally become a full-fledged medium. Taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So, what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. I see. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray.
But was it the exact opposite?
Oh, come on, Nick. I want to take a crazed killer as a client.
You never know, it's your first one. Come on.
That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
All right. Good luck, Maya.
Thanks.
Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Surroundings. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses where the other villagers live lined the street. Nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. Kind of odd that I don't see any other villagers walking around, though. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. The origins are written on a beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Crane Boulder. It's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in. Or something like that. An old bus stop. It says Karain Village on the signpost. Buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. And a phone booth. An old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows, I may need it later. Well, that's foreshadowing. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. And this is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and move. June 19th, Fey Manor Meditation. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today, aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with the sky is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, have a copy for you, too. Oh, that's nice, I get a copy. Guide map added to the court manor. Got the meditation room, channeling chamber, winding way, and it's a hallway with a slight bend. Side room. Interesting. It's only a partial map. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. The girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Crane School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her?
what are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. Oh, but she didn't. Well, why did she fall asleep? I'm sorry and apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. That's funny. The door that leads to the channeling chamber. A place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. Looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime. Its message is people should value their ghostly meetings as a once-in-a-lifetime chances. This door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. Alrighty then. Can I go to the channeling chamber? Oh, I can. Is Maya's aunt in here? Wow, this is such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles? Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir. You're a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mr. Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey. Like, Morgan Le Fay? Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was not for Mystic Maya and her assistants. You would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now a lady who says I stink at doing my job? I mean, yeah, sounds about right. That's our luck. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Crane channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? This is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Crane school. So, how strong are you? It's a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. So, this room is the channeling chamber. A place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh? The secrets of the Crane techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. I never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It's also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, it's a locked room murder, maybe? So, today's channeling will be your first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She's my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is powerful, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. This folding screen is really showing its age. All its edges are a bit tattered. Lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurain. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Guess this is an altar? Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. Some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. You really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this floor. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The giant iron lock where the handle is. Feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Alrighty then. So we're going down the winding way. June 19th, Fey Manor, Winding Way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. It's a small incinerator. I don't think the garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. Makes sense. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a really old urn, and the ashes of a person's long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in. Although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Side room. So this is the side room? Is Maya sleeping? There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. There's bedding. Went over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea not to disturb her sleep. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Grain Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. And here it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Okay, I think we've done everything. Guess we can only move. Hey you, hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Sure, I heard that southern... Oh my gosh, is it her? Oh, I'll be. Is Mr. Phoenix right? How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are a lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo. I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, lot of heart. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The challenge is about to get started. Is it that time already? Y'all should hurry up and get to the meditation. What are you waiting around for? Come on. A lot of heart, huh? I'm judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya, an honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, sure I would. I don't know these people. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I wouldn't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you? This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lana up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Gunshot? Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Second gunshot. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. I gotta try to break it. Well, Mr. Loy, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We have to break it. We're gonna have to break the door. Is that all right, Miss Fey? Well, yes, but there's one matter that is. Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to Wright & Co. Law Office later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray? Click. I was... that's not Maya. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from her. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to Granny. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomena. She seems really on edge because of all of this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. A lot of blood on her. Lana doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lana, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a holler. Must have been real rough to work for him. Mr. Wright. Miss Fey, how's, Mr. Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. I think... Oh, preparing? It was you, wasn't it? You did this. To help your daughter. Guess I just have to wait.
The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, you again?
What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright?
Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? Jim Shoe?
My name is Jim Shoe.
The two of them went to the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Alright. I think, and this is where we'll end it for tonight. There's been a murder in a locked room. Maya is once again being accused of murder. Was it the spirit? Or was it something else? That's what we'll have to find out next time.
On AA2 Justice for all.
But with that, I will take my leave for the evening. I hope wherever you are that you're watching this, if you were able to stop by the live stream or you're watching on YouTube, that you're having as good a day as you can. And if you aren't, just remember, drink some water, eat some food, get some rest, take your medicine, and take care of yourself as best as you can in the moment. Because that's all that really matters. We'll be back tomorrow night. Do this all again and continue on this investigation. But for now, thank you and have a good night. Bye-bye.